Gaming. It has always been an integral part of my life. I played my first game, Tank Racer, when I was still in the second grade. Then it was Metal Slug, and then other similar games. Over the next few years, that's all I was into. Games of all genres, different types. By the time I graduated high school, I had played hundreds of them. And what I wanted more at that time was yet another new gaming PC to play even more games. Gaming, that was the most fun thing I could do in my life, and before that time, I hadn't known it to be anything more than just fun. But this has to change. At the time, I didn't realize because mostly everything was seemingly going very well. I was a good student up until high school, I had good SATs, and I was able to find my way into a good engineering college. As soon as I got into the college, I got myself a new gaming PC as I was promised. In fact, that was the motivation. That was my motivation to get into the college to begin with. And that's when I discovered multiplayer gaming. I discovered Counter Strike, Call of Duty, and finally Dota 2. That's the one. That was my most favorite of all time. I spent 3,000 hours over the course of my engineering degree on Dota 2, which is almost exactly as many hours I spent studying for my degree. Nothing seemed out of place, or at least I didn't realize it at the time. College, that went fine. Nothing too extraordinary. I went to a different country after I graduated. With traveling and adjusting to a new place, a new style of living, I didn't play any games for a couple of months. I was too busy adjusting to a new lifestyle, and I also had to work on graduate research. And by chance, I was at an island, so I figured maybe I should go around, talk to people, learn some native language, and do some other fun stuff that come along with traveling. This was a time in my life when gaming was an afterthought, at least for a while. I was busy with so many other different things that were more fun. But then something else happened, and I started doing some things that was very proud of. I started watching porn, other stuff. It was like if I got rid of one addiction, another one came in. And then finally, things actually got quite worse before they actually improved. And that's the point when I stopped going out. I tried to get rid of all of these bad habits, but that wasn't so easy. And also, it made me realize that being unsocial, that's the thing that really made me look for addictive behaviors. When college hit, one of my colleagues got sick, and because of that, I had to be quarantined as well. I was restrained to the boundaries of my single bedroom for 10 days, and I literally had nothing to do during that time. So I figured might as well start playing games again. That's what I did. I reinstalled my favorite game, Dota 2. Going back and forth so many times. Sometimes playing games, sometimes not, sometimes watching porn, sometimes not, but always trying to improve. I had to figure out a way to finally find a perfect balance that works for me. Finally, how to stay away from all these things that may have been fun in the moment, but they are not good for you. The thing is, I should be coming from a place where I'm not depriving myself of video games. It is just to find something that is more fulfilling. I need to find a better alternative. Playing video games, I could have been playing it for 5 years, 10 years, but there will be a time when I would have felt like I should have spent my time doing more important things. Like travel, make more time for my family, maybe go back to college, meet all sort of people and try all sort of different things, learn new skills, all that. But for a long time, I used to believe that gaming was my life, right? But the recent years that have made me believe that, made me come to realization that no, in fact, that's the one thing that was consuming my life. And in fact, leaving gaming fully said no. Gaming is just an artificial way to provide to many of the basic human needs. And that's why they are not good for you. You're replacing something that should be you should be getting naturally with something that's artificial. And that's why after But when you're done with your gaming sessions, you feel so drained after a while. My goal is to make sure that my fellow gamers see this, give them a bigger purpose than planning to spend dozens of hours on the next AAA title that comes out. Having played having played so many hours of games, we have developed a certain set of skills and we're going to use it to play and win at a different game. It's called the game fly. Now let's play together and win together. Till next time, gamers.